You were putting some powder in that girl's drink. We couldn't just... Yes, I'm well aware. I was there. I must say your boyfriend sure had aptitude for theatrics. What is going on, everyone? Karma here, and today we are playing another visual novel called Sweet Dreams. I actually follow this creator on TikTok, and I saw they released this project I've been keeping an eye out for, so we're gonna play it together. Let's go ahead and get started. Yawn. I'm pooped. Can't wait to just collapse in a nice, comfy bed. You yawn again. At this point, it's a fight to even keep your eyes open. Tiredly, you pull out your phone to check your arrival status. Not for another hour, huh? This place is really out in the boonies. Your destination is Border Springs, an idyllic little countryside town. It's where you were born and raised, although you have little to no memory of the place anymore. I want to go home already. This entire trip had been your mother's idea. Ring ring. Speak of the devil. Beep. Hello? Lee? Unruly red hair, piercing eyes, a successful and ruthless businesswoman. Even now as she speaks to her only child, there is not a hint of tenderness in her features. Hi, Mom. Did you arrive yet? Not for another hour. I see. How's the ride been so far? It's different. Everything here is so outdated. This train looks like it was made like 200 years ago. 147 years ago, the railroad never bothered to upgrade it. But it does its job. Once a week, it goes to and from the nearest city for supplies, picking up the occasional passenger on the way. Although people don't tend to take this route in the first place. You should be glad it's still running. The only other alternative to getting to Border Springs is by foot. Thank you, Miss CEO of Trains. It still sucks, and I still want to go home. You're spoiled, that's why. I've coddled you for far too long. You do nothing all day but stay in your room playing video games. Honestly, same though. It's time you get out into the real world. By shipping me off to someplace so remote it doesn't even show up on the map? It's your birthplace. You'll be thanking me, Lee. Besides, you have Petunia there. I'm not even that close with her anymore. We've barely spoken since I moved. You got along just fine 10 years ago. Make it work. I have a meeting to go to soon. Let me know when you arrive. Bye, Little Plum. Bye, Mom. So much for that, I guess. You look around the passenger car. Like your mother said, there weren't many people taking this train in the first place. The passenger car was practically empty, and ideally, you'd use this time to doze off a little. Key word being ideally. Aw, babe, I love you so much. I love you so much more. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Oh my god, I assume this is us over here. That's hilarious. I love it. And it's not like I'm gonna get a wink of sleep anyway with how loud that couple behind me has been this entire ride. Words. I'll just go to the restroom. Splashing some cold water on my face might help me wake up. Sorry. Yawn. You get up out of your seat and... Ow. Excuse... me? Ah. A familiar face looks back at you with concern. Are you hurt? No, sorry, I wasn't looking where I was going. You squint at him. Those droopy eyes and nervous demeanor. He reminds you of someone. Have we met before? Are you hitting on me? What? No, I'm not. Sorry, it was a dumb question anyway. No, not at all. I'm Crow. He shyly motions to himself. I work here. Let me know if you need anything. I'm at your service. Right. You yawn in his face, but quickly catch yourself. Sorry, that was rude. I think... Oh my goodness, reading the word yawn is what's making me do it. Christ. Sorry, that was rude. I'm not yawning because I'm bored. I'm just really tired. You shake your head, hoping you didn't offend the poor dude with your rude behavior. Don't know what's up with me today. It's alright. You must have had a long trip. Yeah, I've been traveling all day. I can tell by those impressive bags beneath your eyes. Is it that bad? No, you're perfect. Oh, I know. How about something caffeinated to drink? It'll be on us, as an apology for bumping into you. I don't like coffee, so I'm gonna take some tea. I guess I should have saved, I don't know. I'm sure it's not that important. You could definitely use some caffeine in your system. My dad used to be obsessed with green tea. Time to see what the hype is all about. That would be nice. I'd like a... You yawn, interrupting yourself midway. You blink back the tears. Crow gives you a smile. Oh my god. Reading out words so many times. Rest up for a little bit. I'll have your green tea ready as soon as possible. He starts to walk away. Hey man, I hear you're giving out free drinks. How about 2 more for us as well? It's our anniversary. The girlfriend cuddles closer to her boyfriend in a display of, I don't know, showing off how not single she is. Crow gives them a polite smile, but it's clear he's not quite sold on the idea. Sensing the imminent rejection, she turns to you for a backup. Help a girlie out. It's our anniversary. New drinking game. Take a shot every time she mentions her anniversary. Despite the girlfriend's incessant nagging, you still feel obliged to assist her. But even if I want to help out, it's still really impolite for me to impose on Crow's generosity by asking for additional drinks. I'll have to turn the couple down. You turn to face the couple who were giving you that hopeful, expectant look, with their puppy dog eyes. I'll just offer to cover their part of the bill. That way, everybody's happy. Even if it's at your own expense. You nod to yourself, having decided on the best course of action. Oh, what a pushover! No, don't pay for their bitch-ass drinks. They've been annoying you the whole train ride. How about I just pay for the... Well, I can't be disappointing our lovely patrons on such a special day now, can I? The pair visibly perk up at his sudden shift in tone. So, what would you two like? I'll have some drop beer. How about you, babe? Surprise me, but make sure it's a romantic drink made with lots of love. Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. I love you. Mwah. Oh god, this is so cringe to read. Their mushiness and unabashed PDA makes you cringe a little inside. Honestly, same. Crow, on the other hand, doesn't seem to be the least bit phased. Of course, a very happy anniversary to the lovely couple. I'll be back momentarily with everyone's beverages. Thanks, man. Don't take too long now. Having gotten what they wanted, the two go back to loudly cooing over one another. You slump back into your seat, relieved that the unwanted attention has been shifted off of you. Unfamiliar scenery pass you by as you start to stare out the window. This is the first time I've traveled so far away on my own. In fact, I can hardly remember the last time I left my apartment. Not since I dropped out of school, anyway. Is the sky always this blue? I never knew how pretty it could be. You drowsily open your phone, hoping to send a picture to Petunia. Connection lost? It was fine earlier. You won't have much luck getting a signal from here on out. Whoa! You nearly jump out of your seat. You didn't hear him approach you. Did I scare you? A little. Sorry about that. He gingerly hands you a piping hot cup of green tea. You grab the cup, taking a tentative sip. The green tea is rich and strong, smooth and flavored with a soothing aroma. You blink. Whoa, this is really good. He beams. I'm glad you like it. He motions to the seat across from you. Mind if I join you? Sorry, I didn't mean to overstep my boundaries. It's just, It's not often I get to chat with others while I'm on my shift, since we rarely have anyone else on board the train. He looks embarrassed and you feel a twinge of guilt. No, it's okay. You can sit down. Oh, thank you. You sigh. You just can't say no to others, especially not when they have that lost puppy dog look on them. He plops down across from you with a sweet smile and you're able to take a good look at him for the first time. White hair, red eyes, long lashes, and a gentle expression. He seems so otherworldly. You're sure you'd remember someone with such distinct features. And yet, what's with this weird sense of deja vu? Alright, let's save in our first slot. Let's make conversation. Socializing has never been your strong point, but you do want to get to know him better. You attempt to strike up a conversation. So, you desperately grasp at something, anything to say. Your eyes rest at his amelannistic hair. I've never heard that word before. That's crazy. It is very rare I come across a word I do not know. But if I break it down, melanistic, I'm assuming it means white. Because melanin, and then A means without, so I'm gonna take a wild guess and say, looking at his white hair. You have white hair. I was right. See, that's how it goes. Good job me breaking down the words. Okay, that was bad. Terrible even. You pray to every god imaginable under the sun that he didn't take offense to the inquiry. Well, I guess it makes sense he's, like, albino because he has red eyes. Honestly, yeah. There is a small look of panic on his face. Do you not like it? Huh? No, not at all. It's just a little unusual. I've never seen anyone with white hair before, not even in Midport. Midport? That big port city? Yeah, have you ever been there? It's a little embarrassing to admit, but I've never left Border Springs before. Really? From what your mom had told you, the only way to get in and out of the sleepy rural town of Border Springs is via this specific train, due to its difficult surrounding terrain. You'd have assumed that someone with such easy access to transportation would have taken the opportunity to travel and work elsewhere. So all this time you just worked on this particular train, but never left your hometown for someplace new? He sheepishly stares at the ground. I like this train. He clearly has other reasons, but his attempt at an excuse is, if anything, comically endearing. You can't help but find it cute. What is it? Nothing, I'm just having fun. Me too. For you, talking to others was a strenuous task. You often struggled with finding the right topics, the right words, the right way to behave. But with Crow, you felt strangely comfortable in simply being yourself. It almost felt as if the two of you were merely old friends doing some catching up. You haven't had this much fun talking to anyone in a long time, but although you wanted to continue your conversation, extreme fatigue was starting to settle in. Your eyelids feel heavy and your movements sluggish. I'm calling it now. Did we get drugged? You try to blink back the sleepiness to no avail. That's why he gave us a drink to drug us. I'm calling it right now. Sorry. Tired. Crow shakes his head and smiles. Here. Whoa. He leans forward, gently pressing his forehead to yours. He removes his gloves, placing a hand on the side of your face. You attempt to move back, but he firmly holds you in place. What is happening here? Don't move. You feel the heat rising to your face. Instantly, a feeling of clarity overcomes you, and you begin to feel awake. Whoa! Magic Man over here. With renewed vigor, you pull back, face still beet red. What was that? Crow leans back and smiles, pulling his glove back on. He rises from the seat with a playful quip. Looks like that woke you up. He's got a surprisingly cheeky side as well. Were you trying to shock me awake? You could say that. Oh, I forgot to finish up something in the other car. I have to go. He starts to leave, but you find yourself calling out after him. Crow. He turns to you a little surprised. What is it? I'll be around Border Springs for the next few months. I, don't have a lot of friends if I'm being honest, but I feel like we could get along. So would you, like to hang out sometime? If you're around? What? Really? Really? You nod your head. You can feel your face grow warm at your own boldness. It was pretty out of character for you to do something like this, and the nervousness was starting to settle in. But Crow doesn't seem to notice. In fact, he seems pretty overwhelmed himself. I would, yes. I could show you around Border Springs. Yeah, that sounds fun. It's a promise then, okay? He holds out a pinky and you can't help but laugh at the childlike gesture. You reach out and hook your pinky around his. Promise. Crow sways back and forth in excitement. Thank you, Lee. I'll be sure to make you happy. He pauses mid-celebration as if suddenly remembering something. Oh, I got so excited I nearly forgot again. There's something I really need to finish up doing in the other car. He gives you a sheepish smile. Oh, words. Sorry, I've got some things to attend to, but I'll catch up to you when it's around time for us to get off. Make sure to wait for me right here, okay? So that I can find you later. He waves you goodbye as he exits the passenger car. Aw, that was such a wholesome, cute thing. But, like, a part of me says this game is not going to stay wholesome. You respond with a small wave of your own before looking out at the passing scenery from your window. There's a warm and giddy feeling in your chest from having made a new friend. Maybe this trip to Border Springs won't be so bad after all. Ending 1. An old friend. Okay, it was that easy to get an ending. Well... Oh, hold on. Wait, no. I guess I can skip through, even though I didn't save. We'll just do green tea. Okay, and we're gonna sit in silence this time. Words. You did invite him to sit down, but if you're being honest here, you're not a very sociable person. In fact, you've almost no interest in talking to this stranger at all. Curse my introversion. This is why you have no friends, Lee. You sit in uncomfortable silence for a while, unsure of what to say or do. After a while, Crow decides to take the initiative. What brings you to Border Springs? Oh, just visiting. From where? Midport. Ah, so that's where you've been all this time. The big city? Okay, so this line of dialogue, and especially going back to the, like, we think he's familiar, he definitely knows us. Somehow. So that's where you've been all this time. So he's been... I guarantee that's why he wants to work on the train too, because he was hoping, like, we would come back at some point. And he's been waiting for us? I don't know. Just a theory for now. Yeah. I live there. There's a curious look in his eye. When's the last time you came to Border Springs? Oh, wow. Probably like 10 years or so? I don't know. Why did it take you so long to come back? Yeah, he's definitely been, like, on the train waiting for us to come back. You instinctively reach up to check if your bangs are still properly covering up the scar on your forehead. Oh, what the heck? Something happened to her? Alright, I guess let's save. Answer the question because I'm curious. You sigh. I got into an accident when I was a kid. I don't remember much about what happened, and my parents refused to talk about it. But we moved to Midport shortly afterwards. My dad wanted me as far away from this place as possible. Mom probably doesn't care, though. She just wants me out of my room and out of her hair. Crow smiles. An accident, He stares at you, the intense eye contact starting to make you uncomfortable. What was it? You nervously tug on stray hands of your hair. Stray hands? Oh my lord, I am so sorry. I cannot talk today. Strands! The memory of the accident wasn't something you wanted to, or could even revisit. Any attempts at recollecting your thoughts were met with blanks or hazy feelings at best. And despite your parents' insistence, you know it wasn't some sort of freak accident. On that night 10 years ago, you almost died. You shake your head. Why couldn't you remember? I feel like this guy, maybe does he have something to do with it? Something was evading you. Pieces of the puzzle gone missing. That would explain why he's familiar, but we can't place it. But there was one thing you knew for certain. You weren't the only one present there that night. Okay, so Crow was the other one present. That basically confirms my suspicion there. The air feels suffocating. What happened on that day, 10 years ago? A hand on your shoulder brings you back into reality, and you look up at Crow, who gives you a concerned smile. Are you okay? You take a shaky breath in and nod. Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, didn't mean to dump all that on a stranger. Crow shakes his head. No, I was the one who asked. Thank you for indulging me. Yeah, no problem. I'd love to talk with you some more, but I have other passengers to attend to. But I'll be back shortly to collect your cup. Would you mind waiting here for me until I return? Sure. I mean, there's nothing else for me to do anyway. Crow beams. Wonderful. Well, then I'll be back. It was nice talking, Lee. He rises from his seat, gives you a small bow before exiting the passenger car to the dining car, closing the door behind him. You watch him leave, then fidget around nervously. There's something off-putting about him. You sigh. You've never been good with strangers or people in general. He's been nothing but kind to you, and here you are struggling to like the guy. Oh well. I'll try my best to get along with him, but I don't owe him anything for getting me a free drink. We'll just say our goodbyes after this train ride and go our separate ways. You stare out the window. The silence is almost permeating. You turn around, peeking over to the seats behind you. The couple sitting there is gone. They must have gotten off at some point. No wonder it was so quiet. Oh, Lord. Again. You look back at your empty cup. It was nice to have a warm drink, but if anything, you feel drowsier than before. I guess the caffeine isn't kicking in. You try to move, but your body feels heavy. Uh-oh. You collapse back into your seat, your mind hazy. Okay, so did we get drugged? What's going on? You try to grab your phone, but you find yourself unable to move your hands. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Gotta call for somebody. You hear approaching footsteps and a worried voice call out to you. Lee, are you all right? Really tired. You feel yourself falling over. Here, let me help you. Crow removes his gloves, pulling you upright into your seat. He nestles your head onto his shoulder, gently brushing aside stray hands of hair from your face. Poor thing, you must be exhausted. Go on and sleep. Just leave it all to me, okay? You can rest as long as you need to. I'll take care of you until you wake up. You mumble out a thanks, too tired to properly process anything but grateful for his assistance. His fingers gently sift through your hair, and the soothing motion is the last thing you remember before your vision blurs and the world fades into black. Your bangs have gotten longer. Oh, Lord. You used to be taller than me. You've changed so much. But I'd still recognize you anywhere. Do you remember our promise? You said you'd be with me forever. You won't disappear off someplace again, will you? You would. You'll leave me again. You'll abandon me again. But that's okay. You see, I've changed too. I don't need you to hold on to me anymore, because I won't be letting go of you a second time. We'll be arriving soon. Sweet dreams, Lee. There's so much for us to catch up on. Ending to sweet dreams. Dim. Okay. Is there anything else? What if I avoid the question? You attempt to diverge the conversation elsewhere. School, I guess? Busy with academics and all that stuff. No time for a vacation. And you're done with school now? Oh, yeah. I dropped out. I see. If you don't mind me asking, what happened? I mean, you squirm uncomfortably in your seat. It's always difficult to answer questions regarding your academic life. Nobody wants to be known as the loser dropout who failed their parents and society as a whole. Your palms begin to feel sweaty as you desperately search for a way to navigate around this topic. Well? A hand on your shoulder brings you back into reality, and you look up at Crow, who gives you a concerned smile. Are you okay? You take a shaky breath in and nod. Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, didn't mean to dump all that on a stranger. Crow shakes his head. No, I was the one who asked. Thank you for indulging me. Yeah, no problem. Okay, this seems to be the same dialogue now. Okay. Oh! He's been nothing but kind to you, and here you are struggling to like the guy. Oh well. I'll try my best to get along with him, but I don't know him anything. Want to say our goodbyes. Stare out the window. The silence is permeating. Huh? You turn around, peeking. Okay, it's the same dialogue. Oh, the caffeine isn't kicking in. Oh man, I I feel like I haven't read this dialogue. You try to move, but your body feels heavy. Uh-oh. You collapse. What's going on? Grab your phone. Got a call. You hear footsteps. Lee, are you alright? Tired? Falling over? Let me help you. Nestles your head. Poor thing. Go on. Sleep. Leave it to me. Take care of you. You mumble out. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Your brain's... Okay, so this is, like, the same thing? Yes. I think I saw something that there's 3 endings, but there's no more really dialogue choices. So I am going to pause for a moment, and then I am going... Yeah, there's so much to have on. Okay, yeah. So apparently there were like 3 endings, so I'm just gonna pause real quick, and then I'll come back when I figure it out. Okay, you guys, I am back. So I went back to the itch.io page. So there's 2 main endings, which are the ones we got. And then there's a 3rd secret ending if we delete a file titled safetykey.txt. And so I'm assuming it's going to be a Doki Doki Literature Club style, like, change, I guess. And also my theory, I'm gonna say before I start the game, is that this is probably like a quote unquote, you know, it says safety key, so it's protecting us from our memories. So I'm assuming that deleting that file is what like makes us have like our memories back of like the accident that happened. I don't know, but let's check it out. Okay. I've already seen all the endings available in this game. I wonder if there's anything within the game's files I can play around with, like deleting any safety keys that may be in the game's folder. Maybe I should read the description of the game's store page and check out. Oh my god, if I'd hit start new game. Oh my god, that's so stupid. If I just hit start one more time. Oh well, I already did it. Just a passing thought. Well, I already deleted the safety key, so, yawn, I'm pooped. Can't wait to collapse. You yawn again. Try to keep your eyes open. Another hour. This place is out in the boonies. Okay, you have little no memory. I'm just gonna skip through for the most part. And then I'll stop if I see anyone. Probably it'll get me to this. Nah, I don't want to. I'm just gonna keep manually skipping to see if I can find anything new dialogue-wise, like maybe whenever Lee first bumps into Crow. I don't know. So much for that, I guess. Look around the passenger car. Passenger car was practically empty, ideally. Okay, sigh, I go to the bathroom, blah blah blah, you get up out of your seat and ow, excuse me. Familiar face, are you hurt? No. You squint at him, those droopy eyes. Have we met before? Are you hitting on me? No, sorry. Pro, I work here. Okay, sorry that was rude. Okay, well. Green tea. Everything seems the same. He starts to walk away. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Still the same dialogue. You slunk back, unfamiliar, blah blah blah. Okay, connection lost. Whoa, you jump out of your seat. Did I scare you? Oh, okay. Safety key missing. Let it cool. Okay, so here we get another option now. A wave of unease washes over you as you take the cup from Crow. You should hold off on drinking it right now. Feeling a little guilty, you set the cup down. Do you not like it? No, not at all. I'm just worried about it being too hot, so I'll drink it after I wait a bit. Oh, I see. Okay. He motions to the seat across from you. Mind if I join you? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to overstep my boundaries, it's just... Okay, we already saw this dialogue. He looks embarrassed, now it's okay, you can sit, you sigh... Okay, he plops down, and you're able to take a good look at him for the first time. White hair, red eyes, and long lashes, and a gentle expression. He seems so otherworldly. You're sure you'd remember someone like that? The deja vu. Make conversation, I guess. Attempt conversation. Okay. See. I guess it's probably gonna be the same dialogue here, and then it'll change, like when he leaves. I don't know. What is it? I'm just having fun. Me too. For you, talking to others was strenuous. Okay. You reach out to drink your now lukewarm green tea, but Crow quickly grabs it from your hand. You shoot him a quizzical look. Your drink's gotten cold. Let me grab you a new one. It's fine, really. I was waiting for it to cool off a little anyway. I insist. Oh, well, if you're sure. He smiles. Yeah, it's because he 100% did drug it, and now he feels guilty. Well, I appreciate it then. Really, thank you. You watch him start to leave, but without thinking, you call out after him. Crow. He turns to you a little surprised. What is it? I'll be around Butter Springs. I don't have a lot of time. Okay. Really? You nod. I would. I could show you around. That sounds fun. It's a promise. Holds out a pinky. Promise. Crow sways back and forth in excitement. Thank you, Lee. I'll be sure to make you happy. He pauses mid-celebration as if suddenly remembering something. I forgot to finish up something in the other car. He gives you a sheepish smile. Sorry, I've got some things to attend to, but I'll catch up to you when it's time for us to get off, so wait for me here, okay? So that I can find you later. He waves you a goodbye, and... Oh, typo there. And you shoot him a thumbs up, watching as he exits the passenger car. You respond with a small wave of your own, before looking out at the passing scenery from your window. There's a warm and giddy feeling in your chest from having made a new friend. Maybe this trip to Butter Springs won't be so bad after all. Alternate ending 1, an old friend. Okay, so I'm assuming there's 2 alternate endings then. Okay, so skip, green tea, skip, safety key, and then unease. Okay, skip, and then sit in silence. You did invite him. In fact, you've no interest in talking, blah, blah, blah. Alright, let's see what dialogue we can get now. I live there. When's the last time you came? 10 years. Why'd it take so long? Okay, we'll just answer the question. You sigh, got into an accident, and I don't remember. An accident, He stares at you, the intense eye contact starting to make you uncomfortable. What was it? You nervously tug on stray strands of your hair. The memory of the accident wasn't something you... blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, on the night you almost died, what you remember, something is evading you, but there was one thing you knew for certain, you weren't the only one present. The air feels suffocating. What happened on that day 10 years ago? A hand on your shoulder brings you back to reality, and you look up at Crow, who gives you a concerned smile. Are you okay? You take a shaky breath in, and nod. Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, didn't mean to dump all that on a stranger. Crow shakes his head. No, I was the one who asked. Thank you for indulging me. Yeah, no problem. I'd love to talk with you some more, but I have other things to do. Oh, mind waiting around. Okay, Crow beams. Wonderful. I'll be back. It was nice talking. Okay, you watch him leave, then fidget around nervously. There's something off-putting about him. You sigh. You've never been good with strangers or people in general. He's been nothing but kind to you, and here you are struggling to like the guy. Oh, well, I'll try my best to get along with him, but I don't owe him anything. Okay. Stare out the window, silence permeating. You turn around, peeking over the seats behind you. The couple's gone. You look back at your neglected green tea, now lukewarm. Alright, safety key missing. Use the restroom. Alright, so this I'm assuming is going to be the real, third ending, because technically the other one was the same we already had. You set the cup down. I still can't drink this. I don't know why, but I just can't. You look around the empty car. I should use the restroom now before he comes back. Gotta splash some water on my face to wake myself up. If I remember correctly, it's at the end of the carriage. Should be right before the exit to the passenger car. You're about to enter the restroom when you hear... muffled crying? It's coming from the gangway connector, behind the exit. I probably shouldn't go inside. That's just asking for unnecessary trouble. Is Crow crying? If this were a horror movie, I'd be the first idiot to end up on the kill count for checking out suspicious noises. You turn to leave, but the sobbing grows louder. I can't leave behind someone in trouble. I'll just take a peek to see if they actually need help or not. You creak open the door, angling yourself to see through the crack. Huh? It's the girl from the couple earlier. She's collapsed on the floor. Did her boyfriend break up with her or something? You're about to call out to her when you're interrupted by the sound of footsteps approaching. Did Crow, do something to them? What? Silently, you hold your breath, hiding behind the door as a silhouette enters from the opposite end of the small room. You peek out to see Crow, setting down a tray on the ground. On it are 2 empty cups and a kettle. Mark? Mark! Where'd you take my boyfriend? There. Take some deep breaths. In and out. It's quite unfortunate, really. You and your boyfriend walked in on me during a bad time. You were putting some powder in that girl's drink. We couldn't just... Yes, I'm well aware. I was there. I must say your boyfriend sure had aptitude for theatrics. Shouting at me, waving his arms around wildly, threatening to report me. How frightening. It's no wonder I acted in self-defense. But please, I just want to be with him. Please don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt him. Please just let us go. Shh. You seem to be in an emotional state right now. Let us have a calm, collected discussion instead. A little chat over a few drinks. He pours himself a cup from the kettle. The liquid sounds thick and viscous, dropping with a strange plop-plop sound, like consistency of boba. Oh my god, is it like her boyfriend's guts? But he doesn't drink. Instead, he swirls the cup around in a circular motion, his brows furrowed in thought before settling the cup back down. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. What are your thoughts on love? The girl seems taken aback by this sudden line of questioning. She looks up at him in fear, unsure of how to answer. For something so commonplace, it's so abstruse. If not done right, it can hurt. It can tear. It can strip you of all rational thought. It can serve as your fall from grace. And yet, why is it that such a self-destructive concept is praised? No, encouraged to be nurtured. For the longest time I couldn't understand why. Or perhaps I was incapable of understanding. After all, love is distinctly human emotion, one that is not bound by reason or logic. He smiles gently. There's a look of adoration on his face. But then a miracle happened. A miracle that granted me the ability to love, one that consumed my every waking moment. Do you know what that's like, my dear? Do you know how much I've suffered for an entire decade, struggling to hold on, unable to let go? She whimpers and shakes her head fervently, hoping to quell the anger she sees bubbling beneath his surface. Love is a powerful thing. Even as it plunges a knife into my back, I cannot help but marvel at how warmly my soul responds in return. And today, after all this time wallowing in uncertainty, one glimpse was all it took to remind me just how deeply love consumes. How priceless, how precious, how destructive it truly is. Oh, but look at me rambling. A one-sided conversation doesn't make for good company. He gives the girl a sheepish smile. She doesn't return it. My apologies. It's been a long time since I felt so stirred. I'm not usually like this. I suppose the 2 of you simply caught me on a bad day. His gloved fingers gently coast across the surface of the kettle. Good. It appears to have cooled off a little. It was still boiling during my first pour. A misstep on my end. I let my emotions get the better of me. He gracefully fills the other cup with steaming liquid before handing it to the girl, who receives it with shaky hands. She eyes the drink with suspicion before glancing back up at Crow. Don't worry, it's not drugged, nor is it poison. It's simply the drink you'd requested earlier. A romantic drink for a romantic occasion. What? I do hope you'll enjoy it. I made it with all the things you love. Yeah, it's 100% blended up her boyfriend. Yep, I called it. She attempts to drop the cup, but Crow grabs it in her stead. Drink. She's crying hysterically now. Drink. Mark! There's no need to shout. Your boyfriend's right there, in your cup. He forces the scalding concoction of human flesh and fluids down her throat as the girl gargles in protest. Now the 2 of you have become one. A romantic drink, is it not? You suppress the urge to throw up, quickly turning away from the scene. What was that? What the hell was that? I have to get back. I have to get back before he notices. Quickly and quietly, you rush back towards your row in the passenger car, all while trying to suppress a wave of nausea. You quickly scramble into your cushioned seat, clumsily fumbling for your phone. Your hands are shaky as you tap on the screen. I have to call someone. I have to get off. What's wrong? You're pale as a sheet. Did you, perhaps, see something you weren't supposed to? Oh, my dear Lee, don't worry. It wasn't your fault. You weren't supposed to be there. You never would have stumbled across our little tea party. Not of your own volition, anyway. Isn't that right? Oh, dang it! It just doxed me! Oh, fuck me. I don't appreciate it when outsiders try to mess with my story. Oh, and then it just shut off. To be fair, I thought I changed my computer name so I'm undoxable, but I guess not, because it definitely still said my real name. Fuck me. Well, that's the game, I guess. Damn, dude. Well, I know on the itch.io page it was talking about there'll be like a part 2 to this game, like there'll be a sequel or something, so I'm really excited. It was really short and sweet, but it was well written. I really liked it, because a big problem with a lot of the visual novels I play, or just the games on itch.io in general, is very, very poor writing, and like, it just grammatically, vocabulary-wise, and then you know, there's not really much of a coherent anything. Inconsistencies and like character development. I don't know, man. But this one was good. I enjoyed it. And I hope you guys did too. Well, having said that, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I upload every weekday at 12 p.m. Central. And I live stream Friday, Saturday, Sundays at 7 p.m. Central. You can find all of my social media in the description, just to kind of keep up to date with my latest stuff. And if you'd like to play the game for yourself, the download link is also going to be in the description, so make sure to check it out. Great game. Props to the creator. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. Until next time, I suppose. Bye-bye.